Hello, Bill and Christine here, hoping you will enjoy this Colorado high country trail ride. In the annals of America's western mining history, few places can compare to the lore and legend of Silverton, Colorado. The trailhead for this ride is located in Cunningham Gulch, a mere 5 miles southeast of Silverton. The ride we share with you in this video really begins much before Silverton in present time. In fact, it dates back to the time of the Ancient Ones, also known as the Anasazi, and the Ute peoples, natives to this Colorado high country. We know this from archaeological discoveries that have identified Anasazi and Ute artifacts found at Highland, Mary, and other nearby lakes. It was these earliest native inhabitants that first trod these high mountain pathways into the trails that later Spanish and countless other treasure seekers traveled. For the Spanish, it was the quest for the fabled 7 cities of Cibola, which legend has as being made of pure gold. For the later fur trappers and prospectors of numerous ethnicities, the dream of beaver pelt and gold riches drove these fortune seekers across these native pathways. In our time and place in history, we still travel these ancient pathways, but for different reasons. Late every spring, as the winter snows recede, sheep stockmen still practice the yearly ritual of driving thousands of sheep up these lofty Rocky Mountain trails. They graze their flocks on the lush summer mountain grasses, just as the shepherds of ancient times in the Holy Land did. Then, as the aspen trees turn gold, giving warning to the impending winter, a woolly rush down these trails to the low country begins. These trails now share an abundance of other travelers, such as backpackers, hunters, and horsemen. They enjoy both the Colorado and Continental Divide trails, which cross the top of Cunningham Pass. I suppose we all seek the treasure of recreation and escape from a modern world, which for many seems to be spinning out of control. As we present this ride to you, take note of the place names given. In them, you will find history. The word Weminuche has its origin with the Ute language, while Colorado, Rio de las Animas, and Rio Grande are all of Spanish heritage. Silverton, Cunningham, and Highland Mary are all of Anglo origin. The Charles Baker Party of 1860 is credited with many of the place names we use today. The Baker Party included the name of Major Cunningham listed on its rolls, but in Charles Baker's diary, a given name for him was not listed. The sole mission of the Baker Party was the prospecting for gold and silver treasures, hopefully hidden in this high rocky ground. Baker Park, in which Silverton is located, is named for Charles Baker, and the beautiful mountain valley where we begin this ride is named for Major Cunningham. This trail, which traverses Cunningham Pass, is the original route taken into the area by the Baker Party of 1860. As we climbed, we could almost hear the echoes from the pass as we imagined the shouting and crack of whip while the Baker party prodded their tired and reluctant pack mules out of the Rio Grande drainage, climbing to the roof of the continent at over 12,000 foot. It was a different place and time for stock animals back then, as they endured the burdens at hand. As Silverton developed a name for mineral wealth, it has been stated that a blind man could find it by following the stench of dead pack animals stripped of their loads and carelessly tossed to the side. Fortunately for Rita and Shiloh, the love and joys of recreation include only heavy breathing and the rarefied air for them. Rita and Shiloh steadily climbed to the roof of the continent at Cunningham Pass without shouts and whips or unnecessary prodding. We reached the intersection with the Colorado and Continental Divide Trail elevation 12,180 feet above sea level. Turning south, we rode along the gently rolling terrain and glacial tarns of the Continental Divide Trail until we reached the Whitehead Trail. A tarn is a geologic term for a depression in the mountain bedrock, formed from the weight of ice and snow, which fills with water in warmer months. This is ideal for summer sheep grazing, which is why the shepherds still favor this alpine country. For us on horseback, it gives many stock watering opportunities, and the views are beyond compare. Taking Whitehead Trail, we skirted the north rim of Elk Creek, swinging to the northwest, reaching Highland Mary Lakes. The views of Vestal and Arrow Peaks in the Grenadier Range are breathtaking. After passing the gorgeous Verde Lake, we neared Highland Mary Lakes, where we ran into a large herd of sheep, complete with an Ecuadorian shepherd and Great Pyrenees guard dogs. If you have dogs with you, as we did, high country etiquette is to not bring your dogs into the herd with the many possible issues they could cause. So we stopped just short of our planned destination with the lakes in sight. After lunch, and with that change in plans, we decided to return to the Continental Divide Trail via Whitehead Trail and ride south on the high alpine plateau towards Kite Lake. Just before the plateau, a summer shower caught us, and fortunately there was no thunder and lightning. We rode south until we achieved fine views of the Trinity Peaks, at which time it was mid-afternoon, time to head back to camp. Hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
Here we are in the Weminuche Wilderness.
Yes. Out in the middle of nowhere.
Out in the middle of somewhere, if you ask me. Yep.
Somewhere beautiful.
Come on, buddy. Have a good day. Our return ride was simply gorgeous, as the rain clouds had disappeared, although it left it a little cool, so we kept on our rain jackets just to stay warm. The horses, knowing we were headed back, had a little extra spring in their walk, which was very nice as we had a nice steak dinner planned for the evening. It was a 16.5-mile ride for the day. We begin this story with tales of treasure seekers in the high country. We can tell you, as the photographs and videos will attest, there's still treasure to be found along these trails. The treasure of a spectacular Colorado high country ride. We hope you've enjoyed it with us.